Speaking of unparliamentary and abusive language, there has been a Zero FIR that has now been registered in Noida against a woman for allegedly using abusive language against Prime Minister Narendra Modi during a protest at Jantar Mantar. The FIR that has been lodged at the Expressway police station on the complaint were coming in from a resident of Ghaziabad against the woman who has been identified as Ruchika Singh, a resident of Noida. And according to the FIR, the complainant has alleged that on the 23rd of July, the accused used abusive and objectionable language against the Prime Minister, hurting the dignity of the constitutional office and the intention of spreading hatred and disturbing public peace. Now, the FIR copy, which entails these charges, and this is important to know as far as withdrawal of the FIRs are concerned, this seems to be one of the points that the CJP wanted from the government as one of the promises to honor. But let's get in a word from Priyank now. So Priyank, what does Zero FIR mean? And as far as this woman is concerned, she's now been booked. Of course, she has been going pretty viral for all the wrong reasons with the kind of language that she was using against the Prime Minister.
Good morning, Amita. Zero FIR means that if some incident has happened at some other jurisdiction, and a citizen comes to the local police station concerning an incident which has gone viral and it is affecting their life, then that particular police station jurisdiction, in this particular case, which is Greater Noida Police, has lodged an FIR against an incident which happened here in the national capital near Jantar Mantar. The complaint was filed on the behest of a lawyer who's a NCR-based lawyer. She claimed that this woman, whose name is Ruchika Singh, had made such statement which has affected the name of the Prime Minister of the country, and she's feeling hurt about it. Noida Police has filed this particular FIR and it has been sent to the Parliament Street Police Station. Okay. But it is quite interesting that since the Parliament Street Police Station has made it very clear on the letter which has been sent from the Delhi Government Department that no further action will be taken against the student in the 13 FIRs, what will be the future of this 14th FIR which has been filed against the student itself? Although we know that the social media post-related FIRs are still being probed by the Rail Police, it's going to be seem very interesting.
All right. All right. So we are now looking at, as far as this woman using abusive remarks, Zero FIR that has now been filed when it comes to objectionable remarks, and that too against the Prime Minister. But the CJP is now coming out to issue a warning saying that this goes beyond the promises that was made to them by the government.
Absolutely illegal. If there's any language that was used which is derogatory in nature, then the person concerned is free to pursue civil defamation and criminal defamation against the person. However, the use of criminal machinery to go against protesters, it is highly condemnable, and no one should be punished for any objectionable language per se. I'm not saying that the language is right. The language may be wrong. It may be objectionable to someone, but it is no reason to invoke the criminal machinery against such people. It sends a chilling effect. I don't think this is acceptable to anybody, especially to the younger generation. At the same time, I would request all the younger generation to be very careful of the words, of the kind of insults and sentences that you use against people.
Well, Priyank, first up, let's get an understanding. Is this an exception as far as this FIR against this woman is concerned? And what are we now looking at as far as the charges that have been invoked?
This is related to making objectionable statement against the Prime Minister of the country. And that led to filing of this FIR. The FIR had been filed under sections of the BNS for sure, which includes sections 352, 353(1), and 356(1). The most stringent one is 352 because this is a non-bailable offence where the maximum imprisonment is of till 7 years of time. This is related to making statements which are very derogatory in nature, which is of the criminal nature. Since this girl, whose video has been the most shared one, had posted this video on social media abusing the Prime Minister, and very filthy language was used by her. This FIR has been filed in Greater Noida let's see what is going to be the further fate of this particular FIR, because after the Delhi government's order which came yesterday, that 13 FIRs have been filed and no action will be taken against those students.
Yes.
But
again, when it comes to abusive language, that seems to be clear from the video there, because if Section 352 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has been invoked, that means that it deals with intentional insults aimed at provoking a breach of peace and also covering intentional insult, provocation and the risk of disturbing public order.